Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel. I know it's Friday, the big focus is on Euro 24 that is kicking off today. If you go online, they're only speaking about this, about Euro 24, and it makes totally sense. I agree, I'm also thrilled for that competition. We'll slightly speak about it, but then here on the channel, big focus, big topic is Juventus Football Club. The Thiago Motta Juventus 24-25 Mercato update, because Mercato is totally crazy. And if you want to know what was the first thing that Thiago Motta did after signing the contract, remain here on the channel. Fantastic backstage story, if it's true, of course. And we'll also tell you the last updates about Douglas Luiz. I will not go too much into who is he, because yesterday, fantastic video here on the channel. 30-minute interview with Cole, fan expert of Aston Villa. Who better than Cole to guide us through who can be possibly a new Bianconero in the next 2 days. The people that watched the video, they were really happy, and they said thank you Beppe, fantastic guest. Don't miss that video. Speaking about not missing something before entering Italy and Juventus, guys, there is a possibility for you to be here together with me live on Sunday, and especially to win a Juventus shirt. You know it, we promised it, and we will do it Sunday here live. Fantastic, spectacular, it will be fun. You will be live, you will compete, you will play, it will be super fun. To do so, you know it, watch your notifications, because in the community tab, homepage of Juve, community tab, I have posted a message dedicated to it for the members. A lot of you answered. I already contacted 8 of you. I need confirmation. You have less than 24 hours to confirm, because if you don't, I will need to go towards someone else. So all the people that didn't receive a that were not contacted by me, please pay attention. It's not over yet. Now, that being said, we speak about Juventus, we speak about Italy. Best wishes to Federico Chiesa, to Andrea Cambiaso, Nicolo Fagioli, and Federico Gatti that will represent Italy at the Euro, but also best wishes to Adrien Rabiot for France, Vlahovic and Kostic for Serbia, Szczesny for Poland, and Yildiz Kenan for Turkey. What am I wishing to them? First of all, the big priority is coming back home healthy. No injuries, because we already saw a lot, like Milik for example, but we saw too many injuries in all the diverse different national teams. That's one. And second, that they can do really well for their country, because we know it, if they have the possibility to be extremely happy, maybe winning it, who knows, and coming back, this is a turbocharge of energy, of positivity that the players need. So best of luck to them. L'Euro dei Sogni, the Euro of the Dreams. And I agree with Gazzetta dello Sport on that one. Gazzetta dello Sport that is telling us that it will be a fantastic competition with so many big teams, with so many big stars. Euro has always been more competitive than World Cup. Less team, much more compact, big level of players. If you are looking at that picture, it's just incredible. Now, the youngest one will be Yamal, the oldest one will be Pepe, and in the middle of the stars. You know what made me smile today? I was really curious. I was waiting for it. Because yesterday, we know it, we complained about it. Gazzetta dello Sport, they didn't find any space to just say Thiago Motta, new coach of Juventus, the biggest club of Italy, on their page. There was no space free. Today, they found a space. They squeezed it there in small. Ibra is presenting Fonseca, is supporting Fonseca, the new coach of Milan. Strange, huh? Strange that yesterday there was no space, today they found the space. Incredible. It is what it is. Corriere dello Sport, fantastic title. And I agree with that one. Conquistateci. Conquer us. I'm speaking now about Italy. Italy needs to conquer me, because of course I am an Azzurro fan. I love Italy. I will support them. I hope they win again. I will never support against them. But it will be tough. My predictions are really that they will have a lot of difficulties. I don't see them at the moment winning against Albania in the first game. So I don't know, they will need to prove me a lot, and I hope they do. I really hope they do. At the moment I think that France is above everyone with England. Even if pay attention to Spain. But Italy can be one of the biggest flops. So hopefully not. Hopefully they win, but they will need to conquer me. And speaking about conquering, well, Federico Chiesa, that's the message that he's launching on Tuttosport. Chiesa, vi faccio vedere. I will show you. Probably I will conquer you again. I will show you. Big words of Federico. Federico that is saying inside Tuttosport, Voglio la mia rivincita. I want to revenge. I want my revenge. I deserve my revenge, and I will show you why. Because in Euro 2020, that was played 3 years ago, he was the player. Spaghetti Mafia, the one that decided that cup, together with Bonucci and Chiellini, for Italy. The guy did incredibly well. He was about to touch the biggest stars of the world, and that was his mission. The mission of Chiesa was clearly in his mind, and he said it on Tuttosport today. My next step was to reach these huge international big players, level of Mbappé, Holland, Bellingham of today, to reach them. Unfortunately, that big injury in Roma stopped my dream at the moment. But my dream is not over. I need to conquer it again, and I will do it. And he said to his agent, leave me alone. I don't want to hear about transfer market. I don't care about Juventus, about Roma, about Napoli, about Manchester United. Focus, focus, focus on Italy, on the Azzurri, because I need to show the world who I am, and I need to show myself also who I am and what I can do. After the Euro, we speak about it. Now, guys, I always told you. What does that mean? Federico doing a fantastic Euro. Two things. First, he can come back to La Continassa and saying, you see what player I am? I ask you for that money. Give me that money, or I find another club. Where Juventus, they will not be in a strong position. Or they do, or they lose him. One. On the other side, doing a fantastic Euro will make him even more attractive on the transfer market, where at the moment you hear the names of the club, it's maybe not the names of the club that he's dreaming about. Well, doing a fantastic Euro can already put him on the market for big clubs where he's waiting for. So pay attention. Double tranchant for Chiesa, but at the moment, no talk. So it will take some time before understanding really. But at the moment, as we speak, Chiesa, regarding or reported by a lot of journalists, is more out of Juve than in of Juve. And it's not a mystery, and that's the reality. At the moment, he is on the market. Not 100% sale, but he's on the market. At least he received green light, the agent, to look around. Effetto Thiago Motta e effetto Champions. Double effect. The Thiago effect and the Champions effect. And you can already see it there in the Allianz Stadium. The membership has been reopened, where it's going totally crazy. The first level of Curva Sud, the first level of Curva Nord sold out in 2 days. An increase of 70% faster resales from last year. People, they can't wait. They are curious. They want Juventus back. They want a new Juventus. They are curious. They want to see it. And even if last year the stadium was nearly always sold out, it came from the free tickets that were available to buy. Not free, but the ticket available to buy per single ticket. While now, they are going full power with renewals. All of them renewed, or 90% of them renewed their membership. And there are also new ones that are going. Incredible. Incredible. The will of Juve. Let's call it like that. But I also see it here on the channel. On the channel, I feel it so much. Interest in Juve. So many new people are joining. 30,400 this morning. It's just incredible. So continue to do so. You are just fantastic. Not the same atmosphere with the Rossoneri of Milan. Yesterday they announced Fonseca. If you go below the post on Instagram, on Twitter, I'm not sure if they are as happy as Juventini with Thiago Motta. Then of course it's the field that will tell us if it was a good one or not. The latest on Douglas Luiz. It is that he's closer to Juve. Now pay attention, pay attention, pay attention. It's a difficult one because you have much more parts involved. You have Douglas Luiz, you have McKennie, you have Ealing Jr., you have Juventus, you have Aston Villa, and you have even money because it's not enough. You need to give money. Juventus, they already found all the agreement with Douglas Luiz. They already found the agreement on the value of the player with Aston Villa. Everything is done deal there. Ealing, all done with both clubs, with the value, open it. With McKennie, all done except the detail. Juventus and McKennie, they need to discuss about the latest details about last money that they need to give to McKennie, yes or no. So the details are there. As long as we don't see the signature, of course, nothing is done. But it's really close. A lot of people are already going with here we go, or it's a done deal, a handshake with the confirmation. He will become, but wait, so it will not be this week. It will be probably next week, and I really can't wait because yesterday Before recording, I was already in love with Douglas Luiz. Today even more. Today I'm going totally crazy for that player, especially after recording with Cole. Is it over, the Mercato of Juventus after Douglas Luiz? No, it's not over. You are crazy. I always told you here on the channel, it's not or Douglas Luiz or Koopmeiners. I always told you there is a possibility of and Douglas Luiz and Koopmeiners. Well, as soon as it's a done deal, as soon as the announcement is there, Juventus, they go again. Full power to Koopmeiners, because that's the big objective of Juventus. Now, for the people that were thinking him not participating to Euro because of his injury, that will accelerate things, no. At the contrary, Atalanta is taking all their time, because the value of the player will not change with a fantastic Euro. And they know that Koopmeiners told them already, I have an agreement with the Bianconeri. You promised me to let me go. That's the club I want to go. I have everything. I have a verbal agreement. Everything is done deal. Let me go there. And they know that Juventus, they have one target, and it is Koopmeiners. There is just one. Atalanta, they will take all their time in the world to make sure that Juventus goes closer and closer to their request, while Juventus, they will also take their time saying, oh, we already closed the deal for Douglas Luiz, and we have other players on that list, so lower a bit. So it will be a battle there. Who cannot lock that situation? It could be Dean Huijsen going to Atalanta, value of 30 million euro, and also Matthias Solé. Big interest from West Ham, another one that is interested on the Argentinian one. Is it now sure that Solé will leave Juve? No. But Solé was probably expecting that Juventus told him, we have a new coach, we have a new way of playing that you will actually match much better in. You did really well at Frosinone. You are in all the fantastic stats of top 5 leagues. We count on you. Juventus didn't do that. They didn't do that. On the other side, Juventus didn't also say, we don't want you. You are on the market. It is like, okay, let's take our time. Let's see. We are not obliging you to stay. We are not obliging you to leave. Let's see step by step. Of course, a 40 million euro offer, that's the minimum. If you want to leave, knowing that you are not, at the moment, the number one priority to be a starter of Juventus, if you want to leave, 40 million is what you have to bring us. Otherwise, we don't even discuss, and we are happy to have you there on the 10th of July. So let's see, these are the situations that we need to monitor on Huijsen's side, on Solé's side, because Koopmeiners is the next one. Is it over after Koopmeiners? Absolutely not. Di Gregorio, probably confirmed and announced in the month of July. He will be there no matter what. 4 million for the loan, 16 million or a bit less, because some people are saying it will be a total of 18 or 20 for the obligation to buy from February 2025 for Uomo di Gre, the new Peruzzi, regardless of the situation of Szczesny. Szczesny, I told you always, until I see the signature, I say pay attention. But according to the latest sources, he already found an agreement for 20 million euro salary per year for 2 years with an option for the third with Al Nassr, the club of Cristiano Ronaldo. While Juventus is discussing the last details, the last terms with Al Nassr is trying to lower the request. Juventus, they are keeping strong. I told you, Giuntoli is a crazy guy. He's a crazy guy. He says, that's the number, we want it. If it's 5 million, it's 5 million. We can speak about 4, but don't try to fool us. So great from a Giuntoli also there. Szczesny will not leave for free. If they don't find an agreement, there will be another one, because he knows that he's not in the plans of Juve. Una signora difesa, staying in the defense. Well, Juventus Football Club, they made it clear, Bremer is the pillar of Juventus defense 24-25. There were already some talks. Do you remember? In six months ago, they were speaking about a lot of offers. Probably if Juventus needed to sacrifice one player, it would have been Gleison Bremer. Remember these offers from the Premier League? Well, since a few months, weeks, we don't hear them anymore. Why? Because probably there was a discussion between Bremer and between Thiago Motta, maybe. But Giuntoli telling them, we have a new coach for next season. You're central. You're the one that will play every single game. We are counting on you, and we look at the project we have together with you. Where Bremer said, I stay. I stay, and we will build around Gleison Bremer. What was the first thing I told you, that I will tell you, that Thiago Motta did after signing contract? Apparently, if it's true, they are saying he took the phone and he called Di Lorenzo, asking him, Is it true that you want to come? Are you still available after all the discussion that happened? He said, yes. Yes, mister. That's my objective. And I will try everything I can to come to Juve. So pay attention. Will not be fast. It will take time, but Di Lorenzo is still there. If you're looking at that team that Gazzetta is writing, well, we see a Di Gregorio into the goal starting, a number 9 Dusan Vlahovic on top, and then you have a defense made of Di Lorenzo, Bremer, Galafiori, and Cambiaso. Douglas Luiz next to Rabiot. Also for Rabiot, we need to wait a bit more. Yildiz on the left, Koopmeiners, Greenwood there behind Dusan Vlahovic. You will see a lot of names that are there that you're saying, You will see a lot of names there that are not there anymore. Well, the first one is Calafiori. Will he come or not? Well, Juve and Bologna, they found an agreement weeks ago, months ago, 27 million for the defender of Bologna. Now Bologna, they changed the cards. They are asking for 50. And at 50, Juventus, they don't go for Calafiori. There is already a plan B, Kivior, that at the moment is really a small B, not the big B, a small B, because Calafiori is the target of Bologna. If they go with these requests, no. So that will be a tough one, especially because yesterday the CEO, he said, so Fenucci said, we already told him he stays here, he's going nowhere. So pay attention. Is it a strategy, a tactic to ask more from Juve? I don't know. It's a pity. It's really a pity. Now, Thiago Jalot will receive a chance, will be tested, and that's a good one for someone that comes from an injury. That was one of our signings of the winter. Surely the only one permanent that we signed in the winter, because Alcaraz will go back to Premier League with Southampton. So Thiago Jalot could see a spot there on the right side in the middle. Let's see, but he will be tested by Thiago Motta. Chiesa, I already told you. Giovanni Albanese said yesterday, more out at the moment than in. But on the other side, Gazzetta dello Sport, Tutto Sport, Giovanni, they are all saying Greenwood, Mason is closer to Juve. It's more a yes at the moment than no. Staying on the offensive side, and that's probably the last thing I believe. Yes, it's the last one. Moiskin, Milik, Morata, Triple M. What will happen to them? Well, Moiskin should leave Juventus. They are speaking also about an Arthur formula from last year to Fiorentina. Could be. Milik depends on his injury. And then you have a Morata 3.0. Morata, that's it. It's enough. I'm done with Atletico Madrid. I want to go back to Italy. And I want to go back to Juventus. Ready to lower my request of salary. I don't care. I want to come back to Juve. At the moment, Morata is not the first choice. Certainly not as a starter, but he's not a first choice. He's not a second choice. He's probably not even a third choice. But at Juventus, at the moment, La Continenza, they are thinking by themselves, if 1, 2, 3, we can't do it because we have a problem selling this or this or that. You know that Morata, at the end, we will accept it. We'll not be sad to have Morata because available player, he loves the shirt, can be an example. Because he knows what it is to play with next gen, as he did when he was at Real Madrid. He's a player with a lot of experience, speaks the language, understands, can play diverse roles on the field. A vice, Vlahovic can play a bit more on the left side. He can play like the one that is coming up and down. Why not? This was it for the video of today. I hope you enjoyed it. I tell you a secret. This is not the first time I record. I already recorded the full video. But I forgot to put the microphone on, so it was a video without sound, so I had to do it all over again. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you. Grazie, forza, Juve.